Hi everyone, I'm Indy Mizell, World Vision's Media Relations Director here in Austin, Texas, to showcase to you the new World Vision multimedia experience that is right behind us. So this is Kristen McGonigal, and you're an event coordinator here for this event. So can you just tell us a little bit about what this whole thing is about in a quick summary?
Yeah, well, Kisongo Trek is our brand new experience, and it allows people to come and experience what life is like for kids in our communities in Tanzania.
Great. So the outside is where they start. They come in, and what's the first step?
The first step is signing up and actually getting your bus ticket. We're taking you on a journey through Tanzania, and you're actually going to ride a bus. If you step with me right over here, I'll be able to show you exactly what happens.
Let's do that. So we're stepping into the inside corridor, which is simulating basically a bus ride. We can fit about 10 people into this small little room. And basically, when you look at the windows when you're seated, it feels like you're actually riding in a bus in Tanzania.
It does. And so everybody, when they step on the bus, will actually scan their ticket, and they'll step on and take a seat, and it really feels like you're driving through Tanzania. You start here in the Arusha bus terminal, and then it kind of drives through the streets of Arusha, and all of a sudden you're in, more of the jungle, and it's almost like a safari, and you get to see elephants and zebras, and then you arrive in one of our communities.
Yeah, and the feedback we've heard so far is really positive, that most people who've gone through here who have actually been to Kenya, or Tanzania rather, say this is actually the exact feeling. So we're going to move into the next room and showcase a little bit more what we're going to see. So Kristen, we're stepping into another interactive room. Basically, It's where you're going to get more of the background to where we're at. So
absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about what they're going to hear on these screens behind us.
Great. So when at the end of the bus tour, you're going to be arriving in Kisongo. Like we said, this is Kisongo Trek, so it's a journey to Kisongo, Tanzania. And this is the community celebrating. So if you can get a shot right here, you see the community welcoming everybody to Kisongo. And this is something that's very common when you travel to places like Kenya or to Tanzania, for people to greet you in this way. This is a Maasai community, so you're seeing the Maasai people here. And you're actually introduced to the village elders who are sitting under the tree just to my right. And the village elders are going to welcome you to the community and tell you a little bit more about how World Vision has made an impact in their community. And that's kind of how it all starts.
And the little boy that is a host here has been a really fun storyline. So we're going to step around here, but basically when you watch these screens, you're following a little boy. So tell us a little bit about this child as we keep walking.
Yeah, Babietu is a 13-year-old boy from Kisongo, and he tells you a little bit about his community, introduces you to his community. He talks a bit about his story, and actually the village elder introduces you to Babietu and talks about how he's one of the young and bright leaders in the community. So you're going to kind of see the story of how Babietu and his community has been impacted by World Vision's work.
Okay, and he's been one of the appealing factors for many of the children who visited here. So we're going to step into the next room, which I personally love because you can really see the hands-on interaction ability of this truck and this experience. For example, this is one of the water pumps, and then this is a simulated water container that children can come in here and basically lift. So can you show us basically what the children do when they come in here? So you lift this up, and then how heavy really is this?
This is actually 20 pounds, which is nowhere near full. But we wanted kids to be able to lift it as well and kind of feel that struggle. When you lift it, this interactive screen actually works, and this little girl starts her journey to collect clean water. So you can kind of see what a long journey it is for kids who are kind of forced to help their families collect clean water. So you kind of feel that struggle by holding this. I'm even straining a little bit right now, and it's only 20 pounds. And then once you put it down, the little girl stops. So it kind of is a challenge. How long can you carry the water, and how long can you actually survive that journey?
That's so cool, and I've seen even 2 children at a time trying to hold this, and they're still struggling to hold it. So we're going to step over here because I want to show basically how the interaction works. So you can basically take, and I know we all have these bus ticket key cards, if you can see that, and you swipe it on the ticket sensor, and then what pulls up?
This particularly is a video around malaria. So one of the things that World Vision does in a community is different things around health. And so malaria is one of Africa's deadliest predators, and this particular story shows you this story of 2 mothers, and a mother that lost their child to malaria, and a mother who had a mosquito net thanks to World Vision and whose child survived.
Very cool. Okay, so let's step into the next room. And this one is interesting too because we're about to step inside a school building. So we're going to come this way, and show you. This is a school classroom? Is that what we're looking at?
It's actually Babietu's classroom. So after he shows you a little bit about his house and his hut and talks about health interventions, he's going to take you to school, and you'll actually, right now there's no children there, but when you're actually walking through the experience, you'll see his class, and he introduces you to his class and his teacher. His teacher talks about the value of education. Education is one of the biggest things to helping transform a community and kids in a community, and so Babietu tells you a little bit about that.
Great. I'm going to step out of the shot, but real quick, I'm just going to show these benches because I've seen many of the children who've come in here to visit actually sit down, and they can see some of the schoolwork that's in front of them that's simulated from a classroom in Tanzania. So we're going to step into the last corridor of the experience truck and basically show you this last panel here. And what are we looking at here?
Yeah, these are actually beehives. I don't know if you can get a shot of this. It's beehives which look a little bit different than I've seen in Tanzania. So one of the things that World Vision does in the community is help provide economic development opportunities to people in the community. So Babietu introduces you to one of his friend's dads and his friend's family and shows how the impact of World Vision's investment in his business has not only improved their family, but also helped really them get a livelihood. It's really incredible. It's a great story.
And this has been literally all the buzz with the children. No pun intended.
They love it.
Okay, let's step into the last room because this is really where it gets personal. You see the final part of this child's story, and then you're able to participate in the process of helping children.
Absolutely. So Babietu thanks you for coming to his community, and he actually encourages you to sponsor. So that's one of the best ways to get involved with World Vision. All of these different interventions together are what help transforms communities, and sponsorship, that's how you get to participate in it. And so Babietu's a sponsored child, and he's telling you about that as you walk through the exhibit, and he's asking you to do that as well, to help partner alongside a child just like him in some other part of the world.
Perfect segue into this last little kiosk area where basically it can become personal for you, where you can actually really get help to those who need it most by understanding what child sponsorship is at World Vision and participating in the process. So these are kiosks that have been designed. And I've got to tell you, Kristen, that one of the most impressive things about this truck really has been just the technology that has gone into this truck. We have seen now 26 different monitors all set up around here. We've got 10 different computer modules here that are right behind us. And I think when people walk through here, they're going to be so impressed with just the high-tech way of storytelling through all of this, but then also being able to participate. So let's just talk about how people can finally be able to give based off of these monitors here.
So again, your bus ticket is your key to everything in this exhibit. So with your bus ticket, someone will actually be able to come up to one of the monitors that looks like this, and when they scan their ticket, their name will actually pop up. So if you want to go to this screen, their name will pop up on the top, and they're able to search for a child who's available for sponsorship. So they can read about that child's story and potentially search for a particular birth month and age and find a child who fits what they're looking for. It's pretty incredible. So you can really find a child maybe with your child's birthday or a grandchild's birthday or your birthday, someone who really connects with you and your family.
Love it. Now, we've got one special guest who's right here behind us that I do want to introduce to everybody before we knock off this video. This is Sherry. She's one of 2 bus drivers. Now, you're a husband and wife team who have signed on with World Vision to basically be responsible for driving this multi-faceted unit around the country. So you've got a great story that we have on another video, but real quick I want to talk about just your role and why you're excited personally to be involved.
My role is to get the truck and the trailer to its destination safely and secure, everything intact, because we do have a lot of technology. We have to make sure when we pack everything away that it is packed exactly as it was designed, so that when we arrive on site, we open it up and everything works properly. I'm super excited because this is a way for us to take World Vision around the country and allow people who will never get a chance to go to Africa to actually experience it.
I know it's such a sacrifice for you and your husband, but also such a rewarding opportunity to go around the country. So give your final pitch. Why should people come out to this truck if it's in their local area?
Come out, see the experience, get an idea of what it's like to actually go to Africa without the jet lag. without the long bus drive, and obviously the smell of the market, as Isaac says, and you'll leave here changed.
And you really will. And thanks, guys, for all your help with this. So if you want to get involved or even check out more information about this, you just need to go to the website. It's worldvisionexperience.org.